So, hi everyone, I'm Artix.
And I am Fadul.
So, Fadul, tell me, what is your favorite Final Fantasy?
I don't know, I'm not really fussed. Anything as long as it's not the team. Uh, this wasn't what I was promised.
I, I'm sorry, I may have lied to you.
Hang on, let me look this up. Blah blah, VLB, blah, commentary, XIII, shit. Okay. Well, fine, let's just get this over with. I'm down with this if you are.
Over with is a dangerous statement. We're gonna be here for a long time.
Don't I know it? My relationship with this game is one of 70% abject hatred and 30% grudging respect. That's with some rounding.
Alright, well, I actually do legitimately like this game.
And I judge you for that.
I will be the first to tell you that it is not a amazing game.
I will be the second to tell you that.
Okay. But yeah, I said, I like this game. It's not perfect. In fact, there are a lot of things that are extremely bad about it. Most notably the story, but we'll get to that in good time.
It is alarmingly pretty, though.
Yes, it is. It is extremely linear. It is extremely... But it is the prettiest fucking tube that you will ever walk through.
And I'll say this for Square Enix, they have mastered the shock and awe introduction. We have no idea what's going on, but oh my god, it's big and pretty and impactful.
I get the feeling it reminds me of something. Does it to you?
Oh, I don't know, we've zoomed in through an unfamiliar landscape onto a train, and there are soldiers, and I don't know. I'm not seeing it.
Alright, fair enough.
Okay, well there's a backflipping military type. Okay. Well, I don't know.
You alright? I'm out of the sea.
Hey, there's an exaggerated black man. Nope, still not seeing it.
Yeah, I'm not.
Take note of this anti-gravity gimmick, because it's very cool, and I would sure love to play a game that used it.
So far, so good.
Yeah, well, wishful thinking on that one.
Good for them.
I actually like this introduction. I mean, even knowing everything that I know about the rest of the game. Also, look at this. Just look at that shot. Yeah, I like this introduction.
Absolutely. I mean, sure, it's what happens. I mean, yeah, you don't get a very good game out of having your artist spend 5 years without any real direction, but you do get a damn pretty one.
Yeah. It's good to know they weren't just twiddling their thumbs for all those 5 years and hundreds of millions of yen of development budget. So yeah, this is textbook Square Enix shock and awe here. And I'm not going to comment on those.
Hey, oh, hang on, I'm getting something. Giant scorpion boss?
I don't know.
Run!
I'm still not... It's funny because he's doing the sarcastic man routine. I will forever love Saz.
Oh yeah, Saz is fantastic.
Even people who hate this game as much as I do can't bring themselves to hate Saz.
True fact, Saz is one of the only redeeming things about the sequel.
Mm-hmm.
But we'll get to that in due time.
Hey,
Oh, yes we will. very, very due time. So much due time.
What do we do?
Watch and learn.
And now, after a whole bunch of fucking CGI, welcome to the actual game.
For certain values of game.
Yes.
The battle system is, at this point, select attack. Repeat.
Yeah, one of... Like I said, Final Fantasy XIII is not without its faults, and chief
So
among them is
many
that
faults.
the first two chapters are literally pointless.
Like, the game has a battle system, and oh lord, how we will be getting to that, but the game won't. We're just going to be sitting here pressing attack for the next 2-3 hours of gameplay time.
Hey, that wasn't like a challenge now, alright? Hey! Time to go!
Have we mentioned that Lightning is really cool and you're supposed to like her?
We would really like for you to like Lightning. Also, Square would really like it if you like Lightning. Just please like Lightning.
Heads up.
Okay, fucking Chocobo. Can't fault Chocobo.
No. Never.
Alright, and now it's time for a mostly identical fight with the Scorpion robot.
Yeah. Also, it's called Warmech.
It is. It is the Manasvin Warmech? How the fuck do you pronounce that?
I don't care. I can't bring myself to care.
Yeah. It has a very fearsome
And it
giant
has a tail laser.
cannon that does like, you know,
Did you
20
notice?
damage total.
We attacked when its tail was up, and it counter-attacked us with its laser. I'm still not sure what this reminds me of.
Really? I think I'm starting to get a clearer picture of it.
I don't know. For me, it's still a bit cloudy.
Alright, well now you're just giving up the ghost here. You're not supposed to
What?
tip the hand that easily. God, come on!
I didn't. I was just saying what was on my mind. What do you think I am? Some sort of pun-making machine?
I have ample reason to believe yes, actually.
Oh goodness. Woo. We did it. Oh, hey! Aren't you supposed to protect civilians, soldier? I mean, you are Sanctum, aren't you? What are you doing trying to stop the purge? Why don't you tell me that?
I was a soldier.
So you're an
Where do you think
ex-soldier,
you're
as it were.
Man. Chocobo, we just can't catch a break, can we? Yeah, that's a good question. Oh well. Good bit of follow-up. I'm getting
Too old for this.
Yeah. Saz's recurring character trait is, I'm too old for this shit. But that's okay, because now we have entered the glorious tube.
It's such a glorious tube. It's the most glorious tube I've ever
Sure
seen.
we can get through here.
And you might notice a little thing up in the corner that said data log updated. We will get to that in due time, but
Hey, where are you going? Aren't you going to read the data log?
no, in fact, let's talk about something more important. These little doohickeys are save points. They also double as shops, and they are scattered liberally around, so it's easy enough to find one.
Also, you may have noticed that we are on aerial trussway number 13. Haha. Yeah, I don't know.
So yeah, Lightning. She uses her sword, which, by the way, is a gunblade. We will see that later.
And
But,
unlike those silly gunblades from that other game, this gunblade is actually a gun that can
Yes.
do gun things.
Yes, this Squald has nothing on Lightning. She has
Seriously.
an honest-to-God gunblade here.
Yeah. Hey, we just skipped over a battle.
We did!
Why would we do that? These battles are so interesting.
I don't know.
We're not skipping over this one, though.
We are not, no. For starters,
Are we-
we have a new enemy, the Psycom Enforcer, which is... they have a little more HP, and they attack at close range. But the other thing is we're going to show off Lightning's other attack, which is Blitz. It is an area of effect attack, so it is... and since this is all basically playing out in real time, it is actually pretty interesting. It is, you know, very useful to have such a thing.
What is worth pointing out at this point is that the auto battle command, when we select it in the menu, is actually a little bit intelligent. And if you're about to run into a crowd of enemies, where doing Blitz will actually deal more damage than just repeatedly attacking, it will select Blitz for you. So that's nice.
Yeah, a lot of people shit on the auto battle, but it's actually a pretty smart for what it is.
Yeah.
It has its moments, especially related
Not wanting to
to
be purged, I
some of
get.
the other
But taking on trained soldiers?
roles.
Better to
But
die
we'll get to
to
that
You know,
later.
the rest of the battle system, when we get to it in several hours.
Yeah, well, hell's not sounding too bad. Because this place ain't exactly paradise.
Domesticated peacekeepers. Nothing to worry about.
Well, maybe not for a soldier girl, but I'm trying to say, hey!
And now we have... I'm trying to think of a word other than Digimon.
I don't know, I got nothing.
I mean, for God's sake, their names even end in on.
Hey, wait a minute. Digimon always ended their name in Mon, not Non. These
Close enough.
These are Pantherans, thank you very much.
Yeah. They're staggered Pantherans is what they are.
Yeah, we'll talk about Stagger in a little bit, but it is basically the core of the combat system.
We,
Uh,
fight again.
It's so very, very essential. But of course, that won't really matter until about another 3 hours when we get to use the real battle system.
To be pushing now.
For now, it's just, nope, let's keep hitting it until it dies.
It must be real nice from up there.
Although speaking of Stagger, preemptive strikes basically just give you a free hit on the entire enemy, and they're automatically at the point where they get staggered.
It's extremely useful. I don't know if I want to point out some of the staggering tactics that are in play right now, because, let's face it, people will have forgotten about them by the time that actually becomes important.
Yeah, at this point it's just, you know, well, we went in, we killed a dude.
And you sure got a 5-star rating for that.
We did.
Take your 5 shiny gold stars and all the big 5 shiny nothings you can do with them.
Yeah, the game rates you after every single fight, and it's really annoying more than anything. At
Yeah,
any rate,
the rating is based entirely off of time. Like, that's it. It's nothing to do with technique, it's just time.
We also equipped the Iron Bangle back there. That gives Lightning an extra 50 HP.
And now
And,
Lightning, the hardened neck soldier, has more health than Saz, the supposed civilian.
Yes, which you may have noticed that we automatically start each battle with full HP. That is intentional. Your status is completely restored after every fight.
So much for the
An
element of
interesting
surprise.
direction. Something we'll come to see later. Although definitely not for the first several hours of the game when we don't have the real battle system. Is that the fights actually get respectably difficult. but not yet.
Yeah, we're still a ways off from the
There's
game
no
getting
time.
hard.
Then what do you suggest we do?
Quiet.
Hey! Wait! No, don't leave me!
Let go!
No, hell no! You're my only way out of here! No!
So if you haven't noticed, Lightning is kind of an angry person.
Across. Right there.
She's badass and stoic and stuff.
Right?
Looks that way.
Essentially, Lightning acts the way that everyone thinks that Cloud acts. There, I came out and made a direct comparison.
All right. You leave this to me.
Oh, it won't be the last one we make.
It's worth pointing out for anyone who isn't already aware that Lightning's design process literally started off with a document that said, we want a female version of Cloud.
Hey, this way. Come on.
So that's something.
There will be plenty of comparisons to make. There are going to be a lot of them to Final Fantasy X, and none of them are going to be in Final Fantasy XIII's favor.
It's actually a little bit astonishing that this game manages to be so bland and yet pines so much for Final Fantasy VII.
Deportees, are we? Weapons down. I'd hate for this to turn ugly.
Turn ugly?
He wants to kill us without a fight.
Time's up!
Why can everybody fly except us?
Oh, we could fly until Saz broke our thing.
Alright, so this is the point where the game officially teaches you about staggering. But, the gist of it is...
Attack the enemy and then attack the enemy some more. Which you'll notice is exactly what we've been doing anyway.
Yes. Essentially, that bar in the upper right is the stagger meter. Every time you attack it, it goes up a little bit. If you hit them again before it empties out, then it will continue going up until it reaches the very end. When you do so, the enemy actually gets staggered. In addition...
Note the relation between the actual meter and the percentage amount of stagger. They are not linear, they are logarithmic. That's a word that I know.
Yeah, you say that essentially staggering does two very important things. The first thing it does is that it makes the enemy much more vulnerable. You'll notice that when we were attacking, that the enemy was flinching when we hit him. You also notice that we did a lot more damage. The stagger meter is a straight-up damage multiplier. So when it says 200% when we staggered him, it meant all of our attacks were now doing 200%
You
damage.
quit, didn't you? Did you think
And
I'm gonna
that
go
will
out
be
there
the
and just
key
tell
thing.
everybody your
I'll
secrets?
see.
Later.
My angle. I'm after the foul sea.
Oh no, that's one of those words.
This game has a couple of that unique variety of made-up word that can just kill the momentum of any sentence. Stops it dead in its tracks.
Didn't have a choice.
That said, that it's very easy to tell what they are
Oh yeah.
when the game, once the game gets out of, oh, by the way, we're just gonna throw you into this in media res.
Yeah. Man, 60 more hours of this.